I'm back.
DT fam. Well, like
Hey, today on Film Talk, get this together. We discuss why I wanted to commit suicide. Wow. Tough topic, huh? Y'all walk with me for a second. Change positions. And I may be in focus, I may not, but I'm talking about this because I've been put back in the same position where I kind of low-key don't want to live. Where I'm dealing with depression as I almost fell, and I'm questioning who I am as a person. And I'm asking myself, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Because sometimes when so many people around you tell you that you're wrong, that you're wrong, that you're wrong, that you're wrong, and you continue to move forward and you don't get the results that you feel like you should be getting, it sounds like what everybody else is saying is facts, when the reality is not. So let's get to it. So a lot of people didn't know, last year February I had a stroke, and as I had my stroke I laid there just wanting to die. I did not want to live. I wanted to stroke out. I wanted to die. And I didn't. I did not stroke. I did not die. I got my black behind up, checked myself into the hospital, text a friend, told him I didn't want to live. Told him that I was trying to stroke out, and we discussed, and I got off the phone. I sat at the hospital and I said, you know what, Dave, you're not going anywhere. And I checked myself out of the hospital. Drove back home, went to sleep, went to work the next day like nothing ever happened. Eventually I had to go to the doctor, and then that's where I was kind of told that I had a stroke, and pretty much told that at the time I had congestive heart failure. Congestive heart failure is where at any moment of time your heart can just say, you know what, we're done, let's check out. So how did I get to that point? I got to that point because everything that I truly desired, that I truly thought I wanted, I lost. I felt like I lost. Prior to the situation, I had a situation where there was a shooting where two of my loved ones were threatened. I was fired from 2 different jobs back to back for no reason. I had 2 miscarriages. Like, well, I didn't have 2 miscarriages, but me and my significant other at the time went through 2 miscarriages. I had a horrible breakup. Horrible breakup. And my life was just going to shambles. And no matter what, I kept holding on, kept holding on. And if you continue, like, once I felt like I kept on taking L's, I'm like, why am I living? Everything that I held dear, I lost. Like, my father passed. Didn't have opportunity to be a father. The one woman who I felt really knew who I was and understood me, I felt wasn't there for me at that time. So I decided to part ways with her. And then the backlash from that, as in, like, wow, like, I did so much good, and I keep on getting paid, like, I keep on getting rewarded in bad. It's just like, no matter what I did, I could not be successful. And I've quoted this many times, if I can't live my dreams, why am I living? So I was at a place where I felt like I could not accomplish my goals. I felt like a point where I I just could, there was nothing I can do. I felt helpless. And I wanted to die. I wanted to die. But instead, self-preservation kicked in. And as I stated earlier, I drove my bike behind back back to the house and treated it as if nothing never happened. And I had a conversation with God, and God said, David, you are important to this world. Your energy is important. Your life is important. I know you don't see what's going on. You don't understand what's going on. And I know that you're mad at me and you want to blame me. And I'm okay with that because I will take the blame. But understand, you have a purpose. You have a story to tell. There are others who are not as strong as you that need you to be as strong for them. And stop trying to be strong for everybody else and not be strong for yourself. Because you're expecting others to be as strong for you when they're not as strong as you. Everything you need, I planted inside of you. So chill out. And so from there, I made a decision to move into a hotel. Staying in a hotel was the best decision I've ever made in my life, because I got to fall in love with me. What I did not understand, what I did not know at the time, was all those feelings that I had of lack, of insecurity, of not being able to get to my goals, to my dreams, were not my feelings, but the feelings of those that was around me that kept on telling me, no, you're wrong about this, you're wrong about that, no, you gotta do it this way, you gotta do it this way, no, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. So many people were trying to tell me how to live my life and what to do. And as I'm fighting them, they're telling me that I'm stupid. They're telling me that I'm dumb. They're telling me that, no, you are a fool. And which from strangers is easy to deal with. But when it's people who are supposed to have unconditional love for you, people who well, I won't say are supposed to, people who it's implied that they're supposed to have unconditional love for you. When these people are supposed to have your back, when these people are the ones that they say they love you, when these are when the people closest to you are betraying you by their words, it hurts, it cuts even deeper. And they don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it anyway. And they blame you for their situations. And because they don't have the faith to do it, they don't have the courage to do it, they don't have the passion to do it, they don't have the motivation to do it, they want to stop you from doing it. And they put their insecurities, their fears, and their worries on you. My biggest issue was this. I was supposed to listen, I was supposed to help, and I was supposed to transfer it over. I was never supposed to hold it. And somehow, some way, for some reason, I held it. And holding on to the world's problems and holding on to my problems, I fell. But the beautiful thing about falling is once I fell, I was broken. Once I was broken, I couldn't carry anything. So once I stepped back up, I stepped up as a new person. I stepped up with a fresh new start. I stepped up with me being me. Because I allowed this world to change my way of thinking and my way of doing things. I compromised way too much. I gave up too much. No means no, no matter who it comes from. And I allowed their spirits to jump on mine. And that is what ultimately, that's what ultimately made me not want to live. Me comparing my life to others, like, wow, like, so-and-so did me so dirty, but why is so-and-so blossoming? Why is so-and-so doing good? Like, wow, so-and-so just backstabbed me. Why is so-and-so getting promotions? And why is this person getting all this other stuff when it does not matter? Let me encourage all those who want to quit, who want to give up. Tell y'all a secret. What others do not determine your outcome. It don't. What you do determines your outcome. Not what anybody else, but what you do determines your outcome. So now I've learned, David, everything that you need, God has placed inside of you. There is no right or wrong way in doing business. There is no right or wrong way of pursuing your dream. There is no right or wrong way in living. There are only majority thoughts. There are only opinions that everybody placed together and say, you know what, we all collectively think this is how you're supposed to do it. Let me encourage you. If you have a dream, you have a goal, go for it. Have the courage and faith to step out and do it. And do not allow anybody else to determine who you are, what you do, and how you live your life. You have the right to make mistakes. You have a right to learn from those mistakes. You have a right to be happy. Trying to please others, trying to help everybody will kill you. Literally. It literally will kill you. So don't worry about what anybody else think. Don't worry about what anybody else do. Stay focused on you. Because in the Bible somewhere it says that the riches of the unrighteous is stored up for the righteous. So let those who hurt you build their empires. Because when it crumbles and it falls, it's going to fall right into your lap. Hopefully this encourages you. Hopefully this motivates you. Hopefully this gives you another reason to live. Hopefully this gives you an understanding of why things happen. One rule. There's only one rule to live by. Love yourself. If you don't love anybody else, love yourself. The two golden rules are: love your God with all your heart and soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you don't love you, you can't love God nor your neighbor. I'm out.
DT fam. Well, let go. I'm a young